Welcome to the Introduction to Business and Entrepreneurship course. I'm really excited to be your instructor this semester. But before we dive into the course, I want to share a little bit about myself so that way you know who you're learning from. My name is Lynn Wilson. I have worked as a business counselor supporting Native owned businesses for the past 20 years. My work focuses on helping entrepreneurs turn ideas into realistic, sustainable businesses that fit their lives, values, and communities. I've been teaching at the Institute of American Indian Arts since 2020, and I like to bring my experience in entrepreneurship directly into the classroom. Over the years, I have personally explored many forms of art, but I have to say that pottery is my passion. As a younger woman, I was really just too busy working and focusing on raising my families, and I didn't really have time to focus on art. But over the past 5 years, I've been able to dedicate a lot more of my time to my creative side. In addition to pottery, I also have an Etsy store where I sell jewelry that's inspired by my Cherokee culture. Through my work and my own experiences, I really understand entrepreneurship not just as a theory, but as something that is lived day to day. I understand the opportunities and challenges creatives face when trying to turn their art into a reliable source of income. Outside of work, I also enjoy kayaking, spending time with my grandkids, foraging, and I love to read, and my favorite genre is historical fiction. Now let's talk about the course. So, this course focuses on learning how to generate, explore, and evaluate business ideas in a very practical and meaningful way. I know a lot of college courses build general knowledge and skills, but this course is intentionally designed to be very practical. The concepts that you're going to learn in this course are really meant to help you use real life decision making skills. And this is applicable whether you plan to start a business now, maybe it's a side hustle, or perhaps you're just looking at entrepreneurship as something that you might do in the future. One of the most important habits you can build in this class is learning how to manage your time. This is an asynchronous online course, which means that you can work at your own pace, but you do need to make sure that you have a routine. I strongly recommend logging in every Monday to review the weekly module and see what's coming. Please do not wait until Sunday to start your work. There are some weeks that include readings and assignments that really take time to think through. So, working in small chunks throughout the week is really going to help you avoid stress and help you produce better work. Since this is an online course, students really need to have reliable internet access and a computer. Please know that using a smartphone or a tablet for this course is not going to be sufficient. Another part of succeeding in this course is staying connected. So I encourage you to schedule a 30-minute appointment with me about every 2 weeks. We can do it by Zoom or by phone to talk through your business idea, ask questions, and think through next steps. So you can really look at me as your personal business counselor as you're going through the semester. Everything that you need for this course is going to be located in the weekly modules within Canvas. Please do not rely on the assignment tab. Individual due dates are not put on assignments. So if you only rely on the assignment tab, you're going to end up missing deadlines. So please make sure that you're always going to the weekly module to find the assignments, the instructions, and all the resources that you need to complete the assignment. All the work listed in the weekly module is due by Sunday at midnight. So just know when you look in the module, for week 1, you can probably see there that you have a student introduction that is due and also a student business profile. When you submit written assignments in this class, please make sure to include a header with your name, course number, week number, and the title for the assignment. I also want to be clear about how to respond to assignment questions. Strong answers that explain your thinking is very important. Whenever you're responding to an assignment question, one sentence responses are very rarely enough. I really want to see that you're thinking through the questions and giving really thoughtful answers. So this is an approach I use, is to think about who's involved. What are you proposing or explaining? When and where does it take place? How will it work? And why your choices make sense. So I put here on the slide kind of the who, what, when, where, why, how. That's just good things to always ask yourself whenever you're responding to assignment questions. Late assignments lose 25% of their points for each day they are late. And this really is going to add up quickly, which is why staying on top of deadlines is really essential to being successful in this course. Over the past several years, higher education across the board, but I would say especially I has faced a lot of challenges. And in order for us to maintain academic integrity and the value of IIA, we really need to hold students to the same effort of responsibility and accountability that is expected at other colleges and universities. And meeting deadlines and completing the work on time is really part of demonstrating college level engagement and professionalism. In prior courses, the flexibility around deadlines was sometimes taken advantage of, and that just doesn't really support meaningful learning or long-term success. So this course follows clear and consistent expectations so that you as a student and all the other students are treated fairly and held to the same academic standards. Now, if you do experience a genuine emergency and you need an extension on assignment, you must contact me in advance by either calling or texting me. Please do not send me an email asking for an extension on an assignment. Approved extensions are only going to be granted when there's really a valid reason and advanced communication. And please understand that this policy is not meant to be punitive. It really is designed to help you stay on track, complete work consistently, and build habits that support both academic success and real-world professionalism. So that leads us into the attendance policy. Attendance in this course is recorded and submitted weekly. That's a requirement on my behalf. So the way that I do attendance is base it on timely submission of your assignments. So if an assignment is submitted late, then for that week, it counts as an unexcused absence. And please know, if you do get financial aid, that having more than 3 unexcused absences can affect your financial aid eligibility. Want to make sure that you're getting that work in by Sunday evenings and not getting an unexcused absence for the week. Now, as far as the grades in this class, your grade is based on a total of 1,900 points, which include weekly assignments. Those weekly assignments total about 1,100 points, and then the final business idea assessment, your final project that's due at the end of the semester, is worth 800 points. This is about 42% of your grade, so it's a really big deal. You have to submit that final business idea assessment. It can also be referred to feasibility study, but that has to be submitted in order to pass this course. Now, this might be something new that I know it's something I've never stated before, and probably few of your other instructors are addressing this, but I do want to let you know that generative AI tools are allowed in this course when they are used appropriately. I really encourage you to read the one-page AI guide that I created for this class. That is going to be located in the module section right above the week 1 module. Now, you also need to review IAIA's institutional AI policy, which is located in the syllabus. So that way you understand how to use these tools responsibly. AI can be really helpful for things like brainstorming, organizing thoughts, creating outlines, and improving clarity. But make sure that your assignments always reflect your own thinking and decision making. And if you're unsure whether a particular use of AI is appropriate or not, just make sure that you're asked before you submitting your work. Staying connected throughout the semester is going to be really important. So please send me a text message as soon as possible so that I have your cell phone number. This is really helpful in case I need to contact you quickly with questions, issues, or reminders related to your coursework. My cell phone number is located in the syllabus, so you can go to the syllabus, find my cell phone number, so that way that you can send me yours. I'm really glad that you're here. I'm looking forward to the semester. And final thought is just remember that this course is going to be the best experience for you when you stay engaged and treat it as an investment in yourself.